Mary Helen Dara, Taylor Automotive Family, Women in the Driver's Seat. Today, we are speaking with the phenomenal Lori Schoen, Art Director at Unruly Arts. She helps artists of all abilities express their creativity in all forms and mediums, and I cannot wait to go in and speak to this amazing woman. Lori, thank you so much for being here today in this incredibly happy space. Unruly Arts has a powerful mission around inclusion and expression. Can you share how the organization started and how your role as art director supports that founding vision?
Well, the studio started under the vision of one person, and that was Joan Brown Coase. And Joan came to me, she was the director of Lot Industry back in 2007, and said she wanted to open an art studio for a lot of the people that work at Lot. And there are other art studios throughout the country, and she thought maybe we could have one here, and thought I would be the person to do that. I have no idea why she thought that, but I fought it for
she did.
I am glad she did, because honestly, I don't know what else would bring any more meaning in my life than this job. It's the most fabulous thing. So anyways, we started in 2007 at Lot Industries. We were under a different name, and the moment I walked in and I was with these artists or people that wanted to be artists, I was hooked. So it started small. We just kind of built on that, and we've kind of evolved. We had a studio downtown. We closed that, and then we moved here to the park in 2017. And we have about 25 artists. We've had a few come and go, but right now we have about 25 artists that work with us. My vision is to allow people to express themselves, let people see what they do, and share that with the community, and have value in what they do.
Oh, wonderful. You've introduced more digital art programming using tools like iPad, Pro tablets, especially to expand access for artists with physical limitations. How has that shift changed what artists can do or how they engage?
Well, we got a grant for these iPads a couple years ago, and what's been nice is our younger artists that are coming in are more used to using digital tablets. You know, they've learned about them in school, they've worked on them, and it's a kind of a nice way to express yourself without getting messy. Some of my guys really don't like using paint or clay, but they do like using the digital tablets. They can take photographs, they can amend them. It can be in a quiet space, it can be one-on-one, it can be all by yourself, and it allows for the transfer of images to our product, which is nice. It's a seamless transition with the digital artwork. We're hoping to expand that more. We need to get a instructor who's a little more versed than I am in digital art, and we've had a few volunteers that have come that have just been fabulous in getting our guys learning how to do TikTok videos and YouTube videos and things like that that my younger group is kind of used to. And it's also allowing some of my older artists to learn new technology, which is fun. So we're hoping to expand that even more.
Oh, that's great. What's a particularly meaningful project or collaboration you've led here at Unruly Arts, and one that challenged you or surprised you, and what did you learn from it?
You know what, we've had a few, but I think my favorite one was when we got to work with Toledo Ballet's adaptive dance class.
Oh, yes.
So they did a production of The Lion King for their spring recital a couple years ago, and Ann Heckler came to me and asked if we could make the masks for the dancers. So there was about 12 dancers, and so we got to incorporate images from the Lion King into these dancers. So for us, the challenge was making these masks fabulous so they'd be on stage, how they were going to stay on their heads, and then watching these dancers with these masks. It was magic. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's great. How do you balance providing structure, guidance, and technical instruction with giving your artists freedom to explore their own voice and style?
Well, that is a challenge sometimes. When our artists first come, it takes about 6 months, I'd say, for an artist to really get comfortable in the setting and what they want to do. And so what we do here as a team is we like to offer them different options of what they can do in a day. You know, maybe you get to blow glass today. Maybe you get to do fuse glass or paint or draw or do digital tablets. And so it's kind of an exploration for them to see what really connects and how they fit. Then when they find out what they really like to do, we like to let them go. I want to see what they do. I don't want to see what I can do. We can give direction saying you might want to put some color in the background or you might want to do that, but we're not really touching their artwork. It's really coming from them.
Well, and look at what
And
the product,
look at the magic that happens. My gosh.
If you can't be happy in this space, then I don't know. This is incredible. Okay, looking ahead, where do you see Unruly Arts in 3 to 5 years? Are there any new programs, expansions, or goals, or anything you're excited about?
Well, yes. By the way, we have a very exciting new thing that's happening with Unruly Arts. We actually are going to be moving the studio to the Toledo Zoo. Woo! So the zoo is taking us under their wing. They're giving us this incredible studio space behind the greenhouse. I think it's going to just allow our artists to have so many more opportunities. We're going to sell in their gift shop. They're going to be inspired by the things around them. They've already started creating so many really fabulous things for the zoo. So in 3 to 5 years, we could be, a big deal over there at that zoo. And we're hoping that we get to connect with other zoos and other organizations, throughout the country. I think the zoo will help us, will make those connections and help us expand our reach, which I think would be amazing. And I think such a great opportunity for our artists.
It's amazing. Goosebumps.
I know. It's pretty new. And we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we're really sure it's going to be fabulous.
Congrats on that. That is absolutely phenomenal.
It's going to be amazing.
All right, buckle up, lightning round. What's your favorite medium? Painting, digital, mixed media, when you just want to play?
Me personally?
Yes, you personally.
I love paper mache. And I love...
Didn't see that one coming. Okay.
I know. I do love paper mache. And I love, because I like creating wacky things. And I like taking found objects like hardware and junk out of my junk drawer and turning it into something else. So those are the things. I'm kind of mixed media.
Oh, love it. If you could have lunch with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, my very first thought was Vincent van Gogh. I think because he reminds me of my artists. Vincent had some issues.
He had some issues, yeah.
Yeah, well, supposedly he had epilepsy and, had seizures. And, I would love to see, what his thought processes were as he applied paint. I just think that would be a fabulous lunch.
Yes,
maybe not.
Okay, morning person or night owl when you're working in the studio?
I try to get here early, but I'm really a night owl. And I take a lot of work home with me and I prepare for the next day at night. So I would say night owl, but I'm here in the morning.
I'm finding many creative people are.
Yeah. Well, the day is done. It's, everything's kind of quiet and I can kind of get in my own head and figure out what's happening.
Great. Something most people don't know about you.
Oh, that's a really great one. Everything I own has paint on it. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, that's great. That's amazing.
Everything.
Okay. Well,
everything. I have ruined everything. My car, my shoes, my clothes, everything.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh, that's a nice problem to have, though.
Yeah,
really.
That's what it is.
Well, Lori, it is always a pleasure spending time with you, and especially in this amazing space. And we can't wait to see the next space that is created at the Toledo Zoo. That is incredibly
The gallery is going to stay here at the garden, so people can still shop here.
Oh, good.
But they will be able to shop also at the zoo. But obviously, this is a bigger space, and we've kind of established this here. So the zoo graciously is letting us stay here for at least a year, and I think hopefully they'll see how well it's doing and we'll keep it.
So, that's wonderful.
I know.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Lori, it's always a pleasure spending time with you. Thank you so much for all you and your team do to help artists with disabilities engage in the creative process and express themselves artistically. Let's hit the road and find out who's next in the driver's seat.